months now since I've been self-employed. I quit my job at the end of February due to some work that was coming in. I did a video talking about it a couple of weeks ago, why I quit my perfectly fine job, working from home, admin. But long story short, it was to chase my dreams, as cheesy as it sounds. So if you want to watch the video for more details, it's there. And you know, if not now, when, I guess. But I wanted to do a bit of accountability for myself, and I thought I could do it on YouTube, which would just review what I've been doing in March and April, and then see how maybe that goes going forward. Maybe every couple of months, just reviewing how things are. And I'm going to review it in two different ways: financially and fulfillment, and just see how both those things are leveling out, and if one's dipping, one's rising. Probably going to be peaks and troughs as self-employment life. If you're self-employed, maybe you know, or maybe you're thinking of being self-employed. So I work in a few different things, all kind of creative and performance work, but I do a variety of different things that sort of jigsaw together. Some are more of my income, and some are just more passion projects, which I hope will become an income one day. But I work in sort of several different fields. I'm an actor, I'm a wedding videographer, I'm a facilitator for workshops, I'm a musician, I'm a writer, and I'm also trying to make some YouTube. So quite a lot of different things there. Pause for my cat, who's just in the litter tray making a lot of noise. Great. Thank you, Blue. Some of these things I make money from, and I have done in the last couple of months or in the past. And some of them I've never made money from. For example, being a writer is something that I love doing, but I've never really made much money from it, apart from writing for free, because I feel like I'm just sort of making traction with that, and I've been working on a particular piece with a course that I was doing. So some things are, hopefully one day, things will start to make me a little bit more money as things go on. So March. Here's the work that I had on in March. So I went to the Netherlands for 3 weeks doing an acting job, which actually was 2 days after I left my previous job. So I finished on the Friday, and then on the Sunday I was going to the Netherlands to do this job. I also, then while I was in the Netherlands, I had kind of a week at the end of March, which I didn't really have anything on at the beginning, and then somehow things started to actually make traction, and it started to fill, which made me feel reassured. I had a BFI short film that I did that I loved. I got a commission with a company that I worked with before to deliver a workshop for a festival. I did 2 workshops in schools, so facilitation, and I also did 1 class of teaching online, which is on the last Saturday of the month. Now, financially, this was a great month and a great start to my self-employment. The job in the Netherlands pays really well, and it's acting but also a bit of facilitation. I love the country. It's just I don't want to be away from home for too long. It just means that I can't be here for auditions or weddings, and I do want to be available for the things that I actually really want to do. So it's sometimes gauging how long to go for, but it's nice money and I really enjoy it, and a really great way financially to start my self-employment. And then I was able to, with that week at the end of the month, which also meant that I was employed for the whole month, plus the nice money drop from the Netherlands, meant that I was able to pay off my rent until the end of June and just get on top of some other bills and on top of things. So I've got a bit of breathing space for the summer, which is just what I wanted while I'm testing out to see how things go. So I'm going to say, because of the rent and because I have money left over and feeling it'd been a good month, I wasn't worried, and a great sort of start for it. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10 for finances. Fulfillment, now, I feel like, as I said, there was that last week and there was just signs coming to me telling me that this was the right decision. So as soon as I quit, lots of things started coming in. As I said, I really enjoyed doing the BFI short because I needed some new footage for my show reel, which my agent said they wanted, and I also wanted some more fresh stuff because I've not had anything since drama school in there. And I didn't really feel like I had a lot of time to transition, is my only sort of thing, because it was such a busy month, which isn't really a thing to complain about, really. And what was nice from that is there was no time to regret or worry that it was maybe not the right decision. It was like, we're in there, we're going, and work's coming in, and bam, 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 workshops, acting stuff, and acting's my main passion. I love it. So having all of that stuff coming in was great, and lots of enjoyment. So I'm also, for fulfillment, going to give March a 9 out of 10. Now let's go to April. So April started strong again. I already had this booked in when I quit my job, and it was 2 weeks initially, but it actually was only 10 days. I was actually there, which was 10 days in the Netherlands doing this acting job that I do, which was actually really nice this time because there was a weekend in between that my partner came to visit, and I've done this job years ago before for long periods of time, and I feel like he's never really understood what I do there. So he actually came to see a show, and we went to Efteling, the theme park, which was so fun. So it was kind of like work, but also, and I really got on with who I was there with. So it felt really nice time and not like work at all. So yeah, that was nice. I also booked 2 weddings this month, which was great. For the summer, I did 2 workshops in schools in April. I filmed an open mic night, which was great as well. I made a little bit of money from YouTube this month, and also did a bit of teaching online, so facilitation. So financially, another great month, a short time in the Netherlands, but it still meant that I then could use that money to pay off July, and that actual 10 days was more than a whole month's salary what I was getting previously. So it just meant that I could still be on top of things with also some other streams coming in, just little bits here and there, which was nice. So with the weddings, I was only paid deposits, which I put into a separate account, but it just means that that's there, and that's money for future months, which is nice. I earned a little small fee things, like I said, the workshops, it was just 2 of them, but it was still a bit of money. Filmed on open mic, which was just a bit of money as well, but it was enjoyable, and also a bit of money from YouTube. When I say I'm going to be full disclosure because I'm on YouTube, I'm talking like 80 quid, but still, I don't really understand how that's happening, and I might do another video talking about it because I don't have crazy amount of views on my YouTube. Some videos do though, and there's about 5 videos that all of the income comes from, and I think it's because they're related to maybe things that people can buy. I don't really know. I tried to get ChatGPT to explain it to me, but it was like these 5 videos have a really high rate of something. So, if you want to keep supporting my self-employment so I don't have to do as much as possible, I can just focus on what I actually want to do, then keep just watching this video in the background, click on all the adverts. I don't know how it works, but yeah, that would be great. I would love to just be doing like performing and creative work, and then my YouTube, just because it's passive income really, isn't it? So well, at the moment it's not, because I'm trying to do a video a week, so I guess it's maybe suitable for the amount of time that it takes, but maybe one day. And I guess when I'm not doing videos, it's the money hopefully will still come in, and I might do another video talking about it, because it's been about 9 months since I've been on the YouTube program now. Not made a lot of money, but a few months I have, so maybe I could talk about that. So yeah, a little bit of money there as well. I probably earned half. I think I earned half in April from what I earned in March. But bearing in mind as well, some of the money from March comes in April, because being a freelancer means that you don't get set days and you're waiting for invoices to come and clear and stuff. I know I always set my dates, but just you never really know where things come. But I'm classing whenever I do the job as in April. So for example, there is a couple of things that I haven't been paid for yet now in May, but I'm classing it as April, the work's there. For example, the workshops, they get paid on the 14th, the month after. But I think still I earn more than my salary before, more so. So because I was able to get a bit more breathing room, still in a very comfortable place, even though a few moments of doubt, because May was looking a little bit quieter, which is scary. But for April, I'm going to give it a 7.5 because I still think I'm in a really good position. I had work on, and I was working the whole month, and I earned more than before. So 7.5, I think, I was debating 8, but I think 7.5, let's aim higher for the rest of the year. But yeah, felt really solid place, very comfortable. Fulfillment, because I was only in the Netherlands for 10 days, it gave me a little bit more leeway to actually adjust to this new lifestyle. And there was a few moments where I was like, oh, I don't have a job, and I had a few down days, even though I don't know why, but I was expecting that to happen, because any sort of shift in lifestyle is going to cause a bit of a change and a shift, and especially when self-employment is so directionless, even though that's what I kind of wanted. I wanted the scope to sort of figure out what direction things seem to be going in, and then hopefully, because at the moment you might notice I'm doing a few things, and I don't want to spread myself too thin, but I'm very lucky that I can jigsaw these things together. For example, if I was just doing my acting or just doing my weddings, I don't know if that would be enough or just the workshops. So I'm just lucky that I can sort of jigsaw, and they're all in the same world. They're all in creative and performing stuff. So it's not like I'm doing anything radical in the mix as well. I had a bit more time for my daily habits as well, which has been nice. More time for music and writing, which, as I said, even though they're not making money right now, I recorded a new song. Actually, 2 new songs I've got coming out now. I was able to slowly just get that passion for writing and music again back. And I'm hoping that as things progress, they will become an income source. Maybe then allow me to do less of maybe facilitating, because I can then do what I'm really passionate about, which is nice. So I do believe if I put enough time into it and I water that garden, then it'll be watered, which is nice. I'm also trying not to spread myself too thin and have set work hours, so I'm not just working all day every day, and I'm not then I don't have 2 days off. Like even this week, I mean, I'm in May, so I don't want to talk about May actually, but in April there was a couple of weeks where I was like, when is my days off, when is not? Actually, I think in April, because it was 2 weeks after I got back from the Netherlands and had the first week, because I was only there for the 10 days, I was kind of like breathing a little bit and trying to just enjoy time with my partner for the first time without having to keep coming back to my laptop and all of that stuff. Trying to enjoy my time a little bit. So April was a lot of enjoyment actually, which was nice. I also had some interviews for some future work. So yeah, it was a really busy month, and fulfillment wise, April felt really great, and I think a really good month. So a few things came in that was unexpected. I felt happy, I feel excited, I'm having more time. So I'm going to give it, again, a 9 out of 10 for another strong month. I hope this video was enjoyable. If you're thinking of going self-employed, let me know any questions. Any opinions of how I can maybe manage my time better is always welcome. But I just wanted to do a little full disclosure video. I hope you enjoyed this, and subscribe to my channel, Ease of John. At the moment, you might notice I keep saying I'm doing 2 videos a week. I'm doing videos every Friday as a must, and then I'm trying to get the time to do 2 videos a week, which is what I want to do, because I love making videos. It's a big passion of mine. I've been doing YouTube since I was like a kid, so to be actually making a bit of money from it now feels like, even though it's not a lot, but it just means something, because it's like, wow, I've been doing this for so long, and like I actually make a bit of money from it, and it ties in nicely with my writing and some of my other work. So yeah, thanks for watching.